The first time you saw Jungkook, he was standing in your father's office, tall, sharp-eyed, dressed in black. He looked like danger wrapped in elegance. Looking at him felt like stepping close to fire, intimidating but impossible to resist. You didn't know then how deeply he would cover himself into your life. Your father, a wealthy businessman, had hired Jungkook as your personal bodyguard after receiving treating from rival companies. He was the best trained, disciplined, quiet and loyal, too loyal. He followed you everywhere, your morning walks, your university classes, your charity events. Your evening readings on the balcony sometimes he stood so close you felt his breath touch your skin. Sometimes he catch your wrist gently when you tripped. Sometimes he shielded you with his arm when crowds rushed. And sometimes his eyes softened in ways that kept you awake at night. Over time, your heart made a decision your mind never approved. You fell in love with your bodyguard. It was stupid. Dangerous, a secret that burned inside your chest, and you never said a word, not even when he looked at you longer than he should. Not even when his hand leaned on your back a second too long. Not even when his voice softened when he said your name, Ryan. He said it like a prayer. But he never closed the line, and he never would, because to Jungkook you were a responsibility, someone to protect, not someone to love. You were at breakfast when your father moved on announcement that shattered your world. Ryan, he said, folding his newspaper, I have decided to move forward with your marriage. The Kim family sent another proposal. The spoon froze in your hand, your heart dropped. I don't want to marry, you whispered. Your father floated, you are 24, it's time. This is business, not romance. The words stood with your chest. I won't marry a stranger, you argue in a office snap. You will meet Kim Min next week. You looked at Jungkook instinctively. He stood near the door, expression unseeable, stone faced like nothing affected him, but you knew him too well. His fingers tightened behind his back, his jaw flexed. His eyes lowered as if watching yours. He was not okay. The realization hurt even more. Why did he care? Why did he look like he was in pain? Your father stood and left the room. Silence fell. You slowly walked to Jungkook. Say something. You whispered. He did not. Do you think I should marry him? His eyes finally met yours, dark, stormy, full of something he would never admit. It's your father's decision, he said quietly. You should obey. The words broke you. You think I belong to someone else? You asked softly, arm muscles in his jaw twitched. Finally, he turned away. It does not matter what I think, but it matters to me. You whispered, his breath fluttered for a second, just a second. His guard dropped, and you saw the emotion in his eyes. But then he stepped back, putting professional distance between you again. Always professional, always cold, always out of reach. Ryan, he said firmly, don't make this harder. Tears blurred your vision. Why are you acting like this does not hurt you too? Jungkook swallowed hard but said nothing. You walked away before he could see your tears. The marriage meeting was arranged. The hall was decorated. Guests had arrived. Your father was excited. You were dying inside. You sat across from Kim Min-jun, a polite man, handsome enough, but your heart felt nothing, absolutely nothing. He talked about business. You thought about Jungkook's eyes. He asked about your hobbies. You remember Jungkook covering your shoulders with his jacket when it rained. He asked if you believe in marriage. You remember Jungkook whispering, stay behind me when danger appeared. Every memory was Jungkook. Every heartbeat was Jungkook. Minjan smiled. Miss Ryan, do you agree to this marriage? You opened your mouth. Your father's eyes warned you. The room blurred. And one name left your lips. No. Minjan blinked. No. You shook your head. I can't marry you, Ryan. Your father shouted, but you continued. I don't want anyone else. I want to marry anyone else. The hall fell silent. Your father glared. Then who do you want? Your hands trembled. Your heart raced, and before fear could stop you, you spoke the forbidden truth. There is someone else in my heart. Your father's face darkened. Who? He demanded. You whispered so softly that only you heard it, Jungkook. But Jungkook, standing near the entrance, heard every word. His sweat itched, his fist clenched, his eyes widened in shock. You stood and ran out before anyone could stop you. You hid in the garden, the sky was silent, the flowers swayed. You waited for Jungkook to come. He did not. You just tightened painfully. After what felt like an hour, heavy footsteps approached. You stood quickly, your heart foolishly hopeful, but the moment you saw Jungkook's face, the hope shattered. He looked calm, cold, emotionless. Why did you do that? He asked. Because I love you, you said, voice cracking. I have loved you for years. His jaw tightened. Why? And he said softly, you can't say things like that. Why? Because you are my bodyguard. Because my father pay you. Because falling in love in against some rules. Then I don't care about the rules. He said closer, eyes swelling. You should care. He said, because I'm not someone you can love. You have felt like it stopped, Jungkook. You whispered. He took a deep breath, then delivered the blow that destroyed you. I am getting married. Your words collapsed. What? You cried. I accepted the proposal. He said, my engagement is next month. No, you whispered. No, you are lying. He did not blink. Did not move. Did not soften. I am marrying someone else. Your knees weakened. Why? Your voice broke. Why are you doing this to me? Because what you feel in temporary, he lied. You are confused, you are lonely, you like the idea of loving someone who protects you. Don't say that, you cried. He looked away. You will move on, fine. You will forget me. I can't, you whispered. I never will. Jungkook closed his eyes tightly as if fears was hurt him. But he still said, I am your bodyguard, not your future. Tears streamed down your cheeks. He did not wipe them. He did not touch you. He did not hold you. He just stood there, breaking you piece by piece. You deserve someone better. He whispered, I want you. You cried. You can't have me. He turned around and walked away. You collapsed to the ground, sobbing into your hands, and Jungkook kept walking, even though every step killed him. You spent the next week avoiding him. He spent the next week turning himself. You stayed in your room. He stood outside your door every day, silent. You did not eat. He placed food trays outside untouched. You cried quietly. At night, he leaned against the wall outside, eyes closed, fists clenched, listening to every sob. He was dying inside. But he thought this sacrifice was right, and then the engagement invite came. You were not supposed to go, but your father insisted, so you wanted. You went, so you went, and there he was. Chian Jungkook standing with his bride to be, wearing a suit, looking devastatingly handsome and obviously shattered. He did not smile, not once. His flimsy, polite man held his arm. His arm did not move. You stood at a distance, breathing painfully. Your eyes met his. He froze. For one full minute, the words disappeared. There were only two people in the room, you and the man you loved more than life. Your eyes begged, don't do this, please, don't marry her, please choose me. His eyes whispered back, I'm sorry, I have to, even if it destroys me. Your father approached him, congratulated him, praised him. You turned away. You could not breathe. You ran out. of the hall. The garden was dim, fairy lights glowed faintly. You wiped your tears and hugged yourself. How could you leave me? You whispered. How could you choose someone else? A deep voice answered behind you. I did not choose her. Your breath stopped. You turned. Jungkook stood there, eyes red, chest rising sharply as if he had been running. What do you mean? You whispered. He stepped closer. I could not breathe inside, he said. Not when you looked at me like that. Your heart pounded. I told myself marrying someone else was right. He said that you deserve better, that you should forget me. He took another step, voice trembling, but every day I stayed away from you. It felt like dying. Your lips parted. Jungkook's voice cracked. I love you, Van. The voice just like thunder. You froze. He swallowed hard and repeated it louder. I love you. I have loved you since the first day I met you, but I had no right. I could not ruin your life. Tears spilling from your eyes. You hurt me. You hurt me. You whispered. I know. He stepped closer. Punish me if you want. Hate me, but don't walk away from me. Your chin trembled. Why did you accept that engagement? Because I was scared, Jungkook whispered. Because I'm just a bodyguard. Because I did not think I was enough for you. You stepped forward slowly. You are enough, you whispered. Jungkook excited shakily as if those words forced him from chains. His hand cupped your face, your breath mingled. Tell me to stop, he whispered. You did not tell me you don't want me. You did not tell me to marry her. You shook your head violently and cried. No, don't marry her. Don't leave me. That was all he needed. Jungkook pulled you into his arms so tightly you could feel his heartbeat pounding against yours while desperate, alive. I won't, he whispered into your hair. I will marry you instead. You gasped. His voice rested against yours. Only if you still want me. Your heart broke open. I want you, you whispered. I have always wanted you. I always will. Jungkook kissed you, not slow, not soft, but with years of suppressed love, fear, longing, and devotion. You melted into him, finally whole. He broke the kiss breathlessly. Let me be yours, he whispered, not as a bodyguard, not as a protector, but as your husband. You held his face and whispered, you already are. Jungkook broke off the engagement that night. Your father insisted. Jungkook did not back down. I will protect Ryan until my last breath, Jungkook told him, but I love her and she loves me. If you fire me, I will leave. If you forbid me, I will stay. I will still stay by her side as long as she wants me. Your father saw the truth in your eyes. The war ended. A month later, Jungkook came to your room dressed in a black suit holding a small velvet box. Fine, he said softly. I guarded your life for years. Now let me guard your heart. He knelt. Will you marry me? You burst into tears and nodded. Yes, Jungkook, 1,000 times, yes. He slipped the ring on your finger and kissed you with a smile. From now on, he whispered, I am not your bodyguard. You smiled through tears. What are you then? He pulled you into his arms, kissed your forehead, and whispered, You're forever. The end.